Tobey Maguire did definitely have like the best performances for villains.
I'm telling you, that board meeting that they had, where they were like, "Oh, Osborn, we're taking you off the board," and he's like, "You can't do this to me." As soon as I heard that, do you know how much I had to sacrifice?
You find something?
It's insane.
This armed group calls
And Willem Dafoe picked it up so well in
Yes.
No Way Home.
Yeah,
I just immediately was back in the character again.
I'm thinking. Could be front-page material for your article.
I'm writing it up now. Thanks.
Oh, and speaking of work, I accepted Harry's offer.
That's fantastic. We should celebrate later after you're done with your current work.
Totally. Talk soon. That's
I'll have to talk to you later. I'm trying to be sneaky.
Yeah,
it's
straight
like
up.
they're prepping for war.
A phone call.
Yeah, but Spider-Man is always like, I would never be able to talk on the phone the way that he does. Just like beating up people and having a whole conversation about stuff that doesn't even matter. Like,
No, it matters.
it just feels so unnecessary.
Kraven.
Oh my god.
She's fine. She's fine.
Oh my god.
Taking a nap.
Why does it say that they're safe?
Safe to strike.
Ah.
I track code parts when I find them. Harsher than my bosses would prefer. Idiots. After the 6th incident, I got put on, what do they call it? A leave of absence? So I
Bring you over this way. Come here.
Whoops. Whoops.
Down you go.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was cool.
They didn't have to rub it in.
Now, what were they up to? Hello.
Cannot believe they're on the phone while in combat. I know.
How disrespectful do you have to be to take a personal call while you're beating
Literally.
up
Send this
Be
guy
so out of
mock
breath.
crew?
to help pinpoint
Oh man.
what's Kraven hunting.
Junkyard, what do you do for a living on a regular basis? What do you do for work?
Just make sure the beast have the right scent.
What hungry for what? What kind of beasts?
You hungry too?
Okay.
Easy.
Oh, that's a big gun.
Shouldn't have.
Well, we can already basically do that.
Sturdy and flexible. I wonder.
Oh,
Nice.
interesting. We can like steal their tech.
Time to take my shiny new toy for a test drive.
Surrounding bases are on.
I mean, don't we already basically have? Whoa, that's cool. I feel like we could have already done this already, though.
Ammunition. Russians.
I guess our webs weren't as
Still missing some shipment.
strong.
These guys are better
Just him like coming into frame and
Floating into
I
it.
must be rich.
Right now, I'm an assistant store manager at the vitamin shop. Start school in the spring. Very cool. What are you studying in school? The vitamin shop is where I get my pre-workout. So we
Probably
might
seen.
have interacted before.
Not expect Kraven to care so much about plants.
I've seen him walk a hunter back from the brink.
Need this
How do they
person to
not?
go.
She's looking right at you.
Doesn't restrict
No.
himself with the
I mean, you're not expecting somebody to come.
That explains.
I'm sorry, lady. I have to do this to you.
Hey, cover me.
You clipped that whole shelving unit through her. Like you sliced her in half.
It's okay. Hey, stop. I don't need to know about that.
Shh, 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 shh.
If you come up here, your life will be in. Well, not life. You'd be.
I'm the black guy that works there.
I mean, that's fair.
I haven't noticed, Junkyard. I'm sorry. I guess there's only one black guy that works there. That's why that would be distinctive.
Why do they always fall for this trick?
Because they're stupid. Oh my goodness.
He just might be dead. Hey, where you going?
I mean, it looks like that was like a big old stack of cardboard.
Nap time.
What else we got? What? This guy didn't see any of it?
But yeah, what do you?
Definitely can't see it now.
Just you? Okay, gotcha.
All right.
Yeah, I don't remember. I'm so sorry.
Looks like this is the only way.
But what are you studying in school? Like fitness stuff, physical education.
Research lab?
What's the
This is very important.
physiology or something?
You might want to see.
Oh, electrical. That is very different than I was thinking. What's happening here? Oh, isn't that Mr. Negative's mask?
Beast. Lee broke bad in a big way. I just hope that doesn't mean everything he ever touched was corrupted. An inner demon mask. Lee's old superpowered gang. Kraven better not be trying for the same with his hunters.
So where we're at right now is Kraven's like
Right, his
almost
like
little
base of
base.
operations.
Yeah, one of his bases.
Studying Lee's blood.
Ew.
Maybe he's trying to figure out where his powers came from. Or how to get them for himself. Hallucinogens. Probably the worst part of Scorpion's poison. If Kraven's adding this to his arsenal... ugh. That's... the Tiara Apitai.
Oh, what?
The rarest flowers in the world. Its extract has some pretty powerful medicinal properties.
Interesting.
Tried to get some years ago to counteract Scorpion's poison, but couldn't afford the flights to Raiatea? Guess Kraven could.
Interesting.
Dr. Farley Stillwell? His genetic experiments gave Scorpion his abilities. Kraven sure does his research.
So basically, from these files, Professor went mad, tried to figure out a way to beat Spider-Man. He created a Scorpion, and then
Oh, Stillwell is Scorpion.
On that armor?
he's Doctor who created.
Gotcha. Oh my god!
Not a single scratch.
Not a scratch.
Oh, that doesn't bode well.
Almost an exact replica. Must have been probing it for weaknesses. Can never be too careful with Scorpion.
That's true.
Wait a sec.
Yeah, what the heck? Why are there scratches?
Would you look at that? Hey, MJ. I have another name for you. Kraven. Seems like he's the boss of these guys. And he's here on some kind of hunt.
Kraven the Hunter. What's he hunting?
Whatever it is, it definitely involves Scorpion and Lee. Mind looking into this Kraven guy in the meantime and letting Miles know what's up?
Already on it. Stay safe.
How many more fires must we
Cool.
light out in the city?
Electrical engineering is intense. That's quite the degree.
Name is accurate.
I guess you're working on getting into like the petrochemical industry, which would be very cool.
Easy now.
I have a lot of friends who work at Exxon, Motiva. I used to work for this company called Cogbill Construction. We made we did like custom metal fabrication for pipelines and stuff.
Sounds like fun.
But I don't work there anymore. I work at the Examiner now, which is there are two main newspapers in Beaumont, the Enterprise and the Examiner, and one of them is great and one of them is trash. And not trash, let's not say trash, but they are not as great as we are. The Examiner is, I was wanting to support local journalism because sadly local newspapers are just the community's ways of finding really high quality locally sourced news for their community, and local newspapers are just dying and getting bought out by the thousands all over the country by huge mega international corporations like Alden Group and Hearst and Sinclair. Channel 12 is owned by Sinclair, which is an affiliate of Fox, the Fox Corporation. And so there's just no
well, now we're fighting.
The Enterprise is owned by Hearst, which is another national newspaper corporation. And obviously their priorities are going to be to do the news for for the most profit possible, with the least expenditure, which makes for really bad local journalism, and a lot of especially local news's journalism is nationally syndicated and isn't very locally sourced. And so I was looking for a good source of local journalism to support local journalism with a subscription, and by helping to share their stories and stuff, and came across the Examiner and really appreciated the reporting. I was working at Cogbill at the time and noticed that they had a position available for a graphic design position, which is what my work experience has been for the last several years. And so I applied, and after a lengthy process of trying to figure out what exactly my position would be, finally had the opportunity to start working for the Examiner. And now I do layout for them, so all of the reporters put together their stories and gather their media, then they give it to me and I put it onto the pages. I design how it looks on the pages, and I do that for basically the first half of Manuel. Oh,
Whoops.
ROBO-DOG.
Never gonna win best in show with that attitude.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Uh-oh.
Nice doggy, kitty, robot.
Oh.
Get off me!
Uh-oh. Bro. Oh my god. There are more than one of them.
Oh, really?
But yeah, I do page layout for them, and then I do social media marketing for them. And I enjoy it immensely. I really enjoy getting to be able to be part of helping people in our community know what's happening in their community. So, news organizations like Enterprise and Channel 12. I mean, I was being facetious earlier whenever I was talking about the Enterprise not being as good as we are or whatever. The Enterprise is a fine institution for journalism. They just don't have the same resources that we have to be so locally focused. So whenever you pick up the Examiner, every story in the Examiner on every page is going to be about local news.
Okay. No.
About current events and current developments in our community here locally. Like one of the big ones in the story that we just ran, in the issue that we just ran this week, is starting tomorrow, early voting starts for the November election on several different things, including changes to the Beaumont City Charter. It would be super great for you to vote for those changes, how you feel like you should. But in order to do that, you have to know that, one, the vote is happening, and two, what the vote is over. So we have a story in the Examiner from this past week that is about the new city charter changes. But also, in addition to that, from a couple of issues we have a breakdown of everything that's going to be on the ballot this November, including several different constitutional amendments to the Texas state constitution. So all together, a pretty important election. And if you are a subscriber to the Examiner,
Scorpion, Martin Lee, Black Cat. This Kraven guy's putting together quite the team.
What is that? Yeah, he is still trying to get Sandman. What is this stuff? What is that? Uh-oh.
Is this the best you can do? They said you were a killer. Imagine my disappointment.
He just shook that off.
He's not teaming up with supervillains for some hunt. They're his prey.
And he's like accumulating all the best aspects of every villain.